Us Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers.
This is the most fun I have all week.
I can see that.
It is.
And we're broadcasting this week from the post-Thanksgiving recovery unit here at Car Talk Plaza.
Yes. And there are lots of people with us.
Yes.
Look at them all burping all over the place. It's disgusting.
Well, I know you don't have any good mail, so we'll just go right
In fact,
to the
I have a letter
phones
here
and
which
take
addresses
call.
the puzzler of several years ago.
Weeks,
The one
days.
about the two barbers.
Yes, of course. Everyone knows it well. You have to choose between the two barbers, one who was well kept and whose shop was neat and tidy, and the other one was ill kept.
Well, Bruce Dunham and Ed Bisking gave 10 reasons why he should have gone to the first barber shop.
The first barber shop being the one that was messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here are the 10 reasons.
Scruffy-looking barber.
Reason number 10.
Hair all over the floor.
He's fallen and he can't get up. Reason number 9. With every haircut, barber number 1 is giving away a free copy of Click and Clack's book, What Do You Know? I'll just skip over to the good ones here.
Well, I was going to say, if you have any good ones, now's the time to use them.
Don't
hold back.
I like reason number 2. He saw a diploma from the Don King Barber School hanging in barbershop number 2. I like most of those. All right, is that it? Want to take a call? Want me to read some more mail?
No. 1-800-332-9287. We'll get to the mail in a minute.
I got much more of it.
Or 617-353-6350. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Who speaks?
Hi, my name's Kim. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Your name is what?
Kim.
Kim, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
You know one of the first signs, Thomas, of old age and is loss of hearing.
What?
What can we do for you, Kim?
Just tell me, Kim, do you really drink double decaf in L.A.?
Well, I guess the jet set drink that out here, but not us poor students.
See, I went to the north end of Boston, which is the Italian section, and I ordered a double decaf, half-calf espresso. And they didn't know what the heck I was talking about. Okay, so what's up besides double decaf, half-calf?
Well, I have a 1987 Mitsubishi Montero, and it runs pretty well. I've been real happy with it. But it makes this funny kind of rattling sound, kind of like a honeycomb shaking.
You hit it, boy. You put your finger right on it. You gave us the answer.
Well,
this is too easy.
Actually, I've heard you talk about catalytic converters, and that's
Catholic converters. Catholic converters.
Catholic,
Will you get it
that's
right?
What I am actually. I used to be Catholic, but I'm not anymore.
Well, that's why the thing broke.
I'm wondering if that's what it is. When I first got the car about 3 years ago, it would only do that when I'd run the air conditioner. Now it seems to do that more often. When I'm not running the air, I'm just driving normally.
This doesn't sound ominous to me. I think you're anticipating, you're expecting the worst, and won't you be thrilled when you find out it is something as simple as a lowly and loose heat shield?
A heat shield?
Yeah.
You ever watch Star Trek when they say shields up? Yours are down.
I have been beaming around a lot lately, but pardon my ignorance. What does a heat shield do?
Well, it protects you on re-entry. The heat shield is a piece that goes around, and some cars it goes around almost the entire exhaust system, and it's a piece of sheet metal basically that is a separation between the actual hot exhaust pipes and anything that they might come in contact with.
And church and state. Let's not leave that out.
Like tall grass or leaves or any other combustibles.
Is that kind of like birth control? Or?
Yes, it is.
It is. It's very similar to that. It's the heat shield concept.
So the heat shields can come loose because what they are basically is formed pieces of metal that are either bolted or welded with little tack welds. And the welds break, the things get rusty, and they fall apart, and they go...
So that's probably all, and that would be something fairly inexpensive to replace.
Yeah,
they can probably weld it.
They would re-weld it if the weld broke.
Right. And
that might be like, get this. This could cost you, are you ready? $20.
Oh, great. Okay.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, either that or it could be a $950 catalytic converter. No.
It's not 9, but it's close to that.
No, it's several hundred.
7.
Another question related to the catalytic converter. What does a catalytic converter do, actually?
Well, it converts all you heathens to Catholicism. What it does is it takes the stuff that's coming out of the engine, which would normally just go right on through and out into the atmosphere and pollute places like L.A., and it burns them.
Ah.
For example, it adds extra air to the flow of exhaust and takes unburned hydrocarbons, okay, and burns them up so you get things coming out of the tailpipe like CO2 and H2O.
And if you remember way back there in that high school chemistry course, you probably can visualize an equation in which you got things with carbons and hydrogens on one side and oxygen, and what's coming out the other end are nice pure things like H2O, which everybody knows about, which is good, and CO2, which plants even do. So there's nothing wrong with H2O and CO2. The trouble is that when you don't go all the way and make all just plain old H2O and CO2, you get other ugly things like CO, carbon monoxide, and all these N things, nitrous oxides, which pollute everything. And the catalytic converter turns them, to some extent, closer and closer into what you really want. That's it in a nutshell.
Right.
You're going to take it in. He will look and see if the heat shield is loose by just whacking it with a hammer, and he'll see what rattles. And if he finds that the rattling is indeed inside, then you start saving your money,
You're done for you.
or forget about it and move to like Taos, New Mexico.
Actually, I'm taking about a 1,000-mile trip next week.
Don't take this heap with you.
Do you think would I be prudent to take it in before I go?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
just go ahead and drive.
Go ahead, drive it. Okay.
Right. Better to travel in hope than arrive in disrepair. See you,
That's
Kim.
So I'll call you guys if I get stuck in the middle of the Arizona desert.
All right.
Good luck. I hope you don't need a haircut.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Yes, this is Glenn from Hinckley, Ohio.
Hinckley, how are
Glenn.
you, Glenn?
What's
Oh,
up?
thank you.
Good. I'm happy to hear it.
I have a 1986 Buick Skylark, and it's got about 80,000 miles on it, and it hasn't been a great car up until now, but it's been running. But somehow I'm losing coolant, and it's not leaking out from what I can tell. It's not steaming anywhere. But every couple of days I have to fill up the recovery tank.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It's costing a lot of money.
Yeah.
And the engine just seems to run fine, but the coolant's going somewhere, and I can't figure out where it is.
Well, the most likely place to be losing coolant, and you wouldn't notice it, and you wouldn't see big puddles on the ground, is from a bad water pump.
A water pump?
Yeah, a water pump.
Yeah.
How many cylinders do you have in the aforementioned Skylark?
4, I believe, was the original equipment. I don't know how many's there now, but I think 4.
Maybe down to 2.5.
It's 4 or less.
4 or less.
It's not
right.
probably not more than 4.
No, we can assume that.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible that the pump is leaking, and you wouldn't see it because it leaks a drop in front of your house, a
Right.
drop in front of the dry cleaners, a drop in the parking lot where you work, and all these drops add up.
Yeah,
After
they add
a
up
while,
to
it
a
adds
quart.
up to a quart or two. And the only way you're going to find out where the leak is to take it to your mechanic, and he will do what's called a pressure test.
Well, I did that.
Well, I was going to suggest something else
Well,
then.
how much pressure did he put you under? Did he say, "What'd you come in here for?"
Big guy.
Yeah.
No, they said they pressure tested. I took it to the dealer.
Yeah.
He had told me originally that the head gasket was no good, and then he changed his mind and said, "There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine."
Well, there isn't. There is something wrong with it. You and I, and maybe even my brother,
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, now I know. 'Cause, but it doesn't even overheat, well, unless, of course, the level gets low.
Sure.
All right. Here's the problem. The dealerships are ordinarily busy, and they like to do, not to say that this is always the case, but they like to do those jobs that they can figure out. Everyone does.
Right.
And in the case where they can't figure it out, the mechanic has pulled it into his bay. He can't really leave the thing in his bay because he's not making any money while he's waiting for it to develop a leak.
Right.
So what you've got to ask him to do is stick this thing in a corner and leave the pressure tester on it for 4 hours.
Okay.
When they come back, they'll see a puddle on the floor. And they'll see it coming out of the weep hole of the water pump.
Okay.
Either that or
If my brother is right.
because I am right, they will see it coming out of the weep hole.
Yeah.
In the unlikely event that I'm wrong, when they go to start the engine, it won't crank
Okay.
because it will hydrolock.
Oh.
If in fact you have a blown head gasket or a cracked head or a warped head or a cracked block, one of the cylinders will fill up with coolant, and when you go to crank it over,
Right, because it'll be trying to compress the coolant, which isn't very compressible.
I see.
Certainly not like air.
Okay, well, let me ask this question then. Is that if we have to replace the water pump on a car with 80 some odd thousand miles on it, Does it really pay on that type of car?
Sure. Oh, this is a cheap job.
Oh, you have to do it. I mean, you can't drive around needing a water pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's no good.
Yeah. How many miles are on the Skylark?
82,000.
I'd put a water pump in it. See you later, Glenn.
Good luck.
Bye-bye. Hey, we've got more calls on the puzzler answer coming up right after this. This message comes from NPR sponsor eBay Motors. If you're like most people, there's been a time where you had to stop working on your car because you didn't have the right parts. But eBay Motors thinks the only thing that should slow your car down is the brakes, or maybe friction, but not a lack of parts. That's why eBay Motors has all the right parts at the right prices. In fact, they have 122 million parts, all at your disposal. That way, you can keep your project moving and your car not just running, but running in style. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Support for NPR comes from Discover, with a message about rewards. If you're a loyal credit card customer, you should be rewarded for your loyalty, preferably with something that's useful, like Cash Back Match, for instance. Discover matches all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Finally, rewards that make sense. Discover exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply. 1-800-3... Oh, no, it's not time for another phone call.
No, it certainly isn't. It is
No.
time for... Ba-ba-da-ba!
Yeah.
Ooh, what was that? Time for what?
It's time for the puzzler.
Yeah.
This was very similar to last week's puzzler,
Is
which
this the one about the barber?
which was similar to the puzzle of the week before. Yeah. Remember this.
Oh!
Imagine this scene.
Imagine it if you will.
A pharmacy
Jimmy Stewart.
with a grizzled old pharmacist
Oh, yeah.
behind the counter.
Yeah.
And he's got his young assistant,
Jimmy Stewart.
George Bailey,
George Bailey.
unpacking a shipment of pills.
Yeah.
Okay? I think there were like 6 bottles of pills, big bottles.
Yeah.
Each bottle has somewhere between 200 or 300 pills in it. I don't know, a lot. 300 pills.
Yeah.
400.
Sure.
1,000.
Yeah. A lot of pills.
Yeah.
Big job.
And each pill is supposed to weigh 5 grams.
Yeah.
And the previous puzzle was that there was one bottle of pills that had bad pills, and each of them weighed 6 grams. We wanted to know how you could find that out easily without taking one pill out of one and weighing and saying, that's a 5-grammer. That's
How could you do it with one weighing was the earlier puzzlement.
Right. Well, the question actually was, could you do it with one weighing? And if so, how? How did you do it with one weighing?
Right.
Well, anyway, he gets the notice the next day.
Yeah.
There are several bottles of pills now that have several bottles that have pills that weigh 1 gram too much. You got it?
I haven't. In the original puzzler, if I can try to clarify this thing that you've turned into a mess already, in the original puzzler, there was one of these bottles that in which all the pills were defective and had 6-gram pills in them instead of 5-gram pills.
Right. In this
situation,
case, in this scene, in
there
scene
are,
2.
Who knows how many of the 6 bottles are defective? It could be that all 6 of them have 6-gram pills in them, or only one of them. Right? Is that it?
Something like that. Well, George takes out his analytical scale there, blows off the dust, and he figures out how to do it with one weighing.
Also in one weighing. This is one weighing George, we call this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
In the other one, you took 1 pill from the first bottle, 2 pills from the second bottle, 3 pills from the third, etc. Except that won't work in this case because it's not unique enough.
No.
What he does, he takes 1 pill from the first bottle, 2 pills from the second, 4 from the next,
Ooh, I love it already.
8 from the next one.
Oh, let me guess. 16 from
Yeah,
the
that's
next
it.
one and 32 from the next one.
So we have 6 bottles of pills.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32.
I love it.
So he weighs them, and he's going to come up with some number that now, if I was prepared, I would have added 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32. And I would know,
Whatever that is.
if I multiply that by 5,
how many grams
It
all of these ought to weigh.
right,
Right.
if they were all correct pills. But when I find out, for example, that the thing weighs 27 grams more than it should, I can figure out where they came from.
How? How, pray tell?
Well,
What if it
because-
were 27?
Well, there's only one way to get 27
I
if
can
you
see
add
it
these
now.
up now.
Oh, the first bottle, the second bottle, the 4th bottle, and the 5th bottle.
That's correct.
Isn't that good?
Right. Isn't
George
that good?
Bailey did that? Jimmy Stewart? He
Well,
was a captain,
That was an outtake from the movie. Yeah, and there's always, and no matter what the total is, no matter how much it's over, there's always some unique combination of these because you can express every integer as the sum of powers of two.
Right.
Hey, do we have a winner?
Of course we have a winner. You know who it is?
I have no
Well,
idea.
No, you don't, because you don't read anything. I know who the winner is because I read the stuff. Anything that anyone puts in front of me, I read it. This guy's name is Paul Lindenmuth. He's from Orville, Ohio. And for being brave enough to admit that he listens to this show, he's going to get an autographed copy of Car Talk, the book.
And
Good for you,
And
Paul.
he can give it away
He
as
can
soon as he
give it
gets
away
it.
for Christmas to anybody he wants to
In
give
the
it
meantime, if you have a question for us, the number is 1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
this is Bill from Cleveland.
to. What's up?
2 weeks ago, someone made the observation that everyone between the ages of 20 and 30 never yielded right of way.
Yes, I remember that. I think that was my brother who made that blanket indictment.
Yeah, so what about it?
Well, you made the statement. You also said you had just finished publishing a monograph on that subject.
Yes.
And I was going to suggest before you submit that to a refereed journal,
Yeah.
you may want to factor out the subset of the population which is blonde and has red sports cars.
Oh,
I also do want to state that the blonde tendency, I think, does transcend gender lines.
Think so, huh?
Now that's a good one.
It may. It
I mean-
very well may.
I mean, we've managed to alienate all kinds of ethnic groups, everyone, but never by color of hair. This is good. You think all blonde people
With red sports cars.
with red sports cars never give anyone the right of way?
That could very well be.
Yeah.
I do have a question, though.
Okay.
Sure.
I have driven in Boston.
You're a lucky
I wonder,
guy.
how are you supposed to know who has right of way?
That's the problem.
You don't have stop signs there.
Now, we have written a short monograph on that subject as well.
Well, let me just before we continue.
Yes.
Every time I ride with my brother and he's at the wheel,
Yeah. I always have the right of way.
the remarks I always hear from other drivers are, "Come on, Mac, what are you driving? I'm parking." So it's difficult for you to have an objective view.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? As a matter of fact, I drove behind a car today. It was not a red sports car, and it was not driven by a blonde, but the bumper sticker said, "As a matter of fact, I do own the road." I'm going to get me one of those. No, the rule of the road is in any city, Cleveland, Boston, doesn't matter where, the bigger car has the right of way. That's rule number one. The older car has the right of way. And you can follow the rule of transitivity here. Bigger, older cars
And uglier.
and uglier have the right of
And
way
uglier driver.
over anything.
That's why they always get out of the way for you, man.
And the other thing is, never make eye contact with the other car.
Oh, kiss of death.
I mean, if you make eye contact, that's it. You've lost immediately the right of way. So it has nothing to do with stop signs. That's why we don't have any of those things around here. We don't have street signs. We don't have stop signs. We don't have traffic lights. And even in those places where we do have them, no one pays any attention to them because everyone knows these other rules.
Right, and we are fast approaching the civilized method that's used throughout Europe.
What is that?
We just cut everyone off. Yeah, so I think we should eliminate all the rules.
Well, we've done that in this state, mostly in the city of Boston.
Mostly in our fair city, yes.
Mostly in our fair city, partly because the police don't believe in any of these rules. I give you an example. Have you ever seen, in any state in this country, have you ever seen a policeman stop someone for tailgating? Now, tailgating is illegal every place.
Well, let me explain to you.
and yet,
let me
you
explain.
can go any place. In fact, if you tailgate the police,
No,
they
let-
won't stop you. The police tailgate you.
Can I explain to you why I tailgate?
I would-
tailgate everybody. Because if you tailgate, you only have to worry about the jerk in front of you.
Correct.
You don't have to worry about the other 800 jerks that
Who
are
are trying to
get,
cut in
get
between.
in between you and that person.
Well,
so tailgating is safe. And if you don't tailgate, you're at great risk.
So you're saying that the laws are incorrect?
No,
We should-
they just need to be reinterpreted and defined.
So tailgating is okay. And that's what the police have done.
Yes,
The
they-
police say, I don't care what the law is. I personally don't agree with it.
That's
a
right.
strange way to run a police force.
it is. It's called anarchy.
It is. I mean, just today, as a matter of fact, I was driving on one of the roads around Boston here, Storrow Drive. The speed limit is 40 miles an hour. I was driving
That's the posted speed limit.
posted speed limit. I was driving, in fact, a red sports car. I was driving a red Corvette, convertible.
Were you got the blonde wig?
I had the blonde wig on at the time. So there I am driving down this road where the posted speed limit is 40 miles an hour. It's a police car driving in the slow lane doing about 50. All the traffic is right behind him.
Yeah, you see the bumpers? A pace car.
I blew by him at 60 just to see what he would do. Didn't even glance at me. Didn't even throw a glance.
He was busy reading the
He
paper.
was busy doing who knows what.
Crossword puzzle.
And the truth of the matter is, everybody knows that you can do any damn thing you want in the city of Boston, and nobody will care, including the police. You can do it right in front of their eyes, and they don't care. Therefore, there will be no rules because we have no rules because no one enforces them.
I think you just should quit holding back. I think you really ought to say what it is you want to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you really should. It's bad. It's bad for your heart to hold
You
back.
hit a sensitive chord here, as you can see.
Yeah.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and it irks me to see people who don't abide by the law, and especially if it's the damn police.
Right.
I mean, what's left? And it makes me crazy.
Supreme Court, that's what's left.
Supreme Court.
See you later, Bill.
Okay, thank you much.
Thanks for your call.
Bye-bye.
Hey, stick around for more calls and the new puzzler coming right up. This message comes from NPR sponsor CarMax. Imagine buying a car the way you want, online from the comfort of home, in person on the lot, or a combination of both. CarMax lets you choose the way you buy. They'll even deliver your car right to your door in select markets, and no matter how you buy, CarMax has you covered with a 30-day money-back guarantee up to 1,500 miles. Learn more and start shopping at CarMax.com. CarMax, car buying reimagined. Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tabbert Brothers. And we're here to answer your questions, of course, about cars and car repair and standard enthalpies of formation.
I love enthalpy. I'm telling you, enthalpy is my most important product. Hey, here's a note from Harry Levins from, where is he from? Manchester, Mo. He says, here are several thoughts. One, remember the other day we were talking about wrong way Corrigan, and you embarrassed yourself in front of a massive national radio audience by telling me that wrong way Corrigan.
Oh, with the football.
Football.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember
He says,
that. That was Bronco Nagurski. I know that.
He says there was a wrong way football player, a guy named
Yes.
Regal.
Yes, wrong way Regal.
He picked up a loose ball in a bowl game in the 20s or 30s and ran for a touchdown as the other side blocked for him. He was known forever after as wrong way Regal.
Yes, I'm sure the opposing team did throw a few blocks for him.
Secondly, there are the two kinds of people in the world are not people who understand convertibles and people who don't. I remember saying that. There are two kinds of people. He said the two kinds of people in the world.
I think it's safe to say that you are responsible for most of the bonehead statements that are made in the show.
He said the two kinds of people in the world are people who divide the world into two kinds of people and people who don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And mainly,
Last but not least.
he said, mainly I wanted to tell you that Car Talk is the #1 radio show in the Sinai Peninsula. It also is the only radio show in the Sinai Peninsula. He says I sent all the tapes to his son, who's in the Army, and all the guys told him that even when the show is less than sparkling, it beats watching the camels.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
It is wonderful.
That is good.
Hey, you know what it's time for?
Time for, I don't know.
Time for the new puzzler.
You'd think I would know that by now. And I actually have the puzzler.
Now, I usually do the stimulating, intelligent puzzlers.
Yes, you do.
But
But
I had one all prepared.
You did. I know you did.
Somehow or another. I don't know how this happened. Yeah. I allowed you.
Well, I should get a chance once in a while. Since I'm the brainy half of this brother and sister team. Which one of us is the brother anyway? I mean, since I'm the brains of this outfit, I should occasionally have the opportunity to put forth one of these puzzlers. And especially since I didn't even have to make this one up. Somebody mailed it to us. Hey, this guy, he shouldn't be allowed to get the right answer, right?
Well, no, don't worry. You don't have to mention his name. He'll get credit next week.
He'll get credit next week. I know, I can mention his name. Why not?
Go ahead.
He sent it to us, Kirk Veneer. Oh, I know his brother, Mahogany. Okay, he says, Dear Click and Clack, I'll just read you the letter because the letter is the puzzler. A few weeks ago, I was listening to your show and you were having a lively discussion on the virtues of the Jaguar XJS V12. I listened as you debated whether or not the Jaguar XJS V12 convertible, parenthesis dark blue, close parenthesis, could take you to nirvana.
Aha, I remember that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to shed some light on this topic. Not only can the Jaguar XJS take you to nirvana, but it can also take you to Valhalla, paradise, and even to hell, providing you are driving in what state? Huh?
Well, I know I usually drive in a state of confusion, but so there are these four
If you're
Towns.
if you can drive in the same state,
paradise,
paradise,
nirvana,
Valhalla, and even hell, what state are you in aside from this state of complete confusion? Which of the 48, I'll even give you a hint, of the 48 contiguous
original states.
48 original states are you in? If you think you know the answer to this puzzler, you write it on the back of a $20 bill and you send it.
No. Actually, if we receive the $20 bill, we're going to send it back to you, and you can send it to your local station, which is where it belongs.
Oh,
Otherwise, we're going to.
we don't get to keep all the 20s? Oh, jeez. That was the only reason for doing this show in the first place.
Yeah, it was fun, isn't it?
It was fun. Anyway, if you think you know the answer, send it to us where? Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza. You writing this down?
I am. I'm going.
Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza. Notice how clearly I enunciate. 630 Common
Wait, that was Puzzler Tower.
Puzzler Tower.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little
Car Talk Plaza, 630 Commonwealth Avenue, Boston,
slow. Our fair city.
Ma 02215.
If you'd like to talk to us, the number is, I don't know why, but if you'd like to talk to us, the number is 1-800-332-9287. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Kathy from Asheville, North Carolina.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, you guys.
Asheville's supposed to be a terrific place.
It is. It's really nice.
So what's up? Why are you wasting our time calling us? Why are you wasting your time?
Hey, I'm not sure, but anyway, let me ask you guys. I've got an 86 Subaru station wagon,
Yeah.
and it's all of a sudden started this clicking noise.
Ooh, did you call the right guys?
It's like this rat-a-tat-tat sound,
Ah, yeah.
and the engine, like kind of in the middle. And I thought it's either the valves or the oil pump. Does that sound right?
Well, it could be. Who fed you this information?
We went to one dealer guy, and he said, yep, it's definitely the oil pump. But then we went to this mechanic, and he said, well, it's definitely the valves. And so the mechanic's cheaper, so...
So you're gonna go with whatever who has the lower price and let them replace.
Well, what did the mechanic want to do to the valves?
Well, he said it needed a valve job, whatever that
Well,
means.
that's not cheaper than an oil pump.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Yeah, and needing a valve job doesn't make the valves make noise.
Oh,
No, you could need. You might have sticky valves. You could have a bad camshaft.
yeah,
You could have a weak oil pump and low oil pressure.
yeah.
Yeah, you need to have a real bona fide oil pressure test. The dealer didn't do that?
No, I think he pretty much just looked at it.
He looked at it, he listened to it and said, yes, we've seen 1,000 of these that have made the same noise and you need an oil pump.
Yeah.
And if I had to side with anyone, I'd side with him. I'd say
So
he's
would
probably
I.
right.
Okay, you think so?
Only
Yeah.
because he's probably seen more of them than Hank down the street, even though Hank is a nice guy.
Right.
I mean, the first thing is to confirm that it is the oil pump. So you believe that it is, but you would like to have your buddy do it instead of the dealer.
Even though your buddy doesn't think it's the oil pump at all.
Well, my buddy didn't really look at it. He said, well, Roger really does that stuff, and so,
Okay.
you know.
All right. So you are willing to accept, and you have accepted that, in fact, it is the oil pump.
Well, if that sounds right.
It sounds good to me.
Sounds
too.
good to me, too.
Okay.
So now the question, how much does the dealer want for this job?
About 250.
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
that's about right. Are they going to replace the timing belts while they're in there?
Oh, dear, I don't know that.
Well, they should do that. They're right there. They might as well do it. They've got to take the belts off.
Okay.
Right, they should definitely. How many miles you got on the Subaru?
92,000.
92?
Yeah.
You must have done the timing belts once before.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
do 'em
all right.
again.
Do them again.
Do them again?
It's basically free. All you're going to do is pay for the belts.
Okay.
Haven't changed all the belts.
Hey, okay.
Take it to the dealer. That's
Take it to the dealer.
Yeah, I would. It's too serious to trust it to someone who probably has never done one before.
Okay, well, it's Bobby at the dealer. Is that okay?
So-
Bobby.
Yeah.
I like Bobby a lot better than I
Yeah.
like Roger.
Okay.
Roger should be like selling insurance or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, does Bobby smoke Camels?
Let's see. I don't think he was smoking, but
Well,
it was Kent. That's what it was.
Kent's. All right. Well, he's the man for me.
Okay.
See you, Kathy.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, another hour of NPR's Car Talk has mercifully come to an end. Our producer is Doug Lavoisier Berman. Our assistant producer is Donald Wheelhouse Jennings. Our engineer is Jennifer Connie Loeb. Our technical advisor is the Bugster, John Bugsy Lawler. Our dean of the Department of Automusicology is Ken Babyface Rogers. Wasn't he gangster?
He is. He still is.
Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research.
Doing some great work.
He is indeed. Yeah, he's almost finished plastering the third floor. Our automotive medical researcher is Dr.